creators, welcome to Ronnie's World. So today I wanted to take the time to just show you a brief tutorial on something that we all dread so much, and that is cleaning of your makeup brushes, which includes, of course, your makeup sponges. They say that you're supposed to oftentimes clean these at least once a week, but we all know we go past that deadline and we just let them accumulate. So today I'm just going to take you through the process of how I actually go about cleaning them, drying them, and setting them up for my next use. First step is taking some of the product that I use and putting about 3 to 4 squirts, not too much because this is very potent. It's a natural product, which kind of ensures that you don't really break out or anything, no harsh chemicals or anything. And I want to get some cool water going here. And I want to put just enough water that the brushes can sit in. As you can see, it's not even really an inch of water. The reason why I don't put too much is because I don't want the water, to go into the furrows. And the furrows are this part of the brush. Now, if it goes into this, it can make the glue soften, which can cause damage to your brushes and make the bristles fall out. You don't want to do that. All right, so I'm just going to put them all in there with this sudsy water. I'm not going to put my beauty blenders in there, however. All, of course, face down. Oh, this somehow got in there. That's not a brush. Let's just toss that to the side. All right, I'm just going to really mix them and let the water really get in there. Again, I'm just kind of mixing them around so that they can get incorporated with the water and the soap. I'm doing this for a little while, and then I'll let it sit for a couple of minutes in there as I prepare my next step in order to keep going with the process. As you can kind of see down here, even from me not even cleaning it and just putting this up in water, the water is super dirty. So we know the process is already starting without us having to do too much work. Next process, I do add just a bit more cleaner into a smaller bowl with just a little smidge of water. Because as I'm cleaning them, I'm going to take them out of the bigger bowl, dip them into the smaller bowl to get more sudsy water, and then I'm going to do the cleaning. This is my prized possession. These are very inexpensive. I believe they're called a cleaning egg. You just slip them on your fingers, and these ridges help to get the makeup out of the brushes. So we're going to start with this guy. Here, let me put this back down so you can actually really see the gunk on that. Can you really see it? That is disgusting, needless to say. So let's put that back on. Turn on cool water. It's very important that the water is cool and not too hot, because if you use hot water, that can actually stain the brushes and the makeup will stay on there, so you don't want to do that. So I just take it from the dirty, dip it a little bit into the new water, and you might want to get close up on this one. I'm just gonna do this. Now, I'm not being too rough on it. Not being too rough at all. And this is just getting some of the makeup out here. Now, you don't really see much suds or anything because it's kind of just getting the makeup out. So you can keep dipping it into this. This is where the soap is. Brown. I'm not doing this too rough because I don't want to mess up the bristles, excuse me. I really want to get in there and just get all of that out. Clean the egg. Rinse the brush a little bit. And you want to keep doing this until, of course, you don't see any brown left. So it takes a second to actually get it out. You can do this way, any way you really choose. I will suggest one tip though. Make sure that your bristles are always facing down so that the water again doesn't come up, but it's always going down and out. Rinse it. Let's see how it's looking here. Now that's actually looking pretty good, but just to ensure, do another round here. Oh yeah, that's turning out a lot better. There's still some brown, so I'm glad we did it again. Really get in there. Get into the middle. The middle of the brush has the most product in it, so you want to ensure you're getting that really well. Let's rinse this. It's a very time-consuming process, but you guys, you know how important it is to keep your brushes clean so your face doesn't break out and you don't transfer color and so forth and so on. So to me, this looks pretty good. I'm going to take a look at the inside, kind of ensure I don't see anything. I'm not going to completely turn it the other way again because I don't want the water to go back into the brush. But that looks good to me. All right. So just going to squeeze that out. Ensure I see no brown, which I don't. Another tip that I want to point out, for the little brushes, you can kind of do them multiple at a time. I like to do about 3 of them. You can still ensure they'll get clean though. So I'm going to go the same process and just really work them in here. They still require the same amount of attention, but doing multiple, get them done faster. Those 2 are done. However, not satisfied with the color on that one. So I want to give that a thorough cleaning. Go through a little part on the brush here. And as I can see, there's more brown coming out, so that's good. That's what I wanted. Didn't even think it was that much makeup in there. That's why it's so important to clean your brushes, guys. Like, get that one more round. I think it'll be good. You know, like I said, I'm not rubbing too hard, so there's no damage being done to these brushes. Just want to be thorough with cleaning them. Much better. Let's just the beauty blenders, I really just add the soap direct. Well, I rinse it, of course. Kind of get some of the makeup out. Let it kind of fluff up a bit. And get out a couple times. Now with the beauty blenders, they do get stained and they do get tore up after quite a few uses. So you do see some staining, that's normal. Just pour the soap right on it and start really working it in, and you'll just see the color start to come from it. Now, beauty blenders to clean are the absolute worst. And I know from experience. See that color coming off? Just really gotta work the beauty blender. color coming from it. But that stink. Disgusting, right? Add a little bit more soap here. Couple more little. I'm gonna really work the areas that look like they're ready to use some help. Beauty blenders hold so much product, you know. The foundation just gets in there and it stays in there. So you really want to work it out, squeeze it, and that product starts coming out like the top of it. That. Rinse it. Keep on doing the same thing, like working that product out of there. As you can tell, you see more and more white than you did that dark brown from before. So that means the product is definitely coming out. Just keep at that. Squeezing it out here. Keep on rinsing it because it will hold soap too. That's a stain right there, guys. Hot to fine. If you see color still coming out, see, I don't know about you all. As I squeeze it, you can. It's water, really. No color, no soap. Do that a few times. It's pretty much ensure that it's good to go. Look at that. The bottom. Pristine, if I might say so myself. The next step, look at how it grows from here on down. And again, let me face it downward because we don't want that water to run up the brush. We want it to run out. It is so dirty. Get that light. Ugh. All the way around. So, this is my next step. I take a makeup wipe and some antibacterial spray. And I literally just give it a couple of sprays so we can ensure that it is clean. Not just with the wipe, but antibacterial. That's what we want. Make sure that is good to go. Now that is clean. Now I'm going to do that with each one of those. For a few of them like this, as you can see, all of the bristles are just kind of spread out. I want to make sure that they stay the way they're supposed to, so I have guards to put on them. And the way you do these is they're kind of like netting. You open up the bottom and you go from the handle down. And you see how that brings the bristles together? So when they dry like that, it's going to ensure that they're back together like you want them to be instead of all spread out like, let's see, that one's not really a good example, but let's go with like this one. That one, it's not bad right now, but as it dries, it's just going to be spread out like that. You want it back compact the way that you originally got them, and that's what this guard helps to do. All right, the final step is simply putting them into the brush holder so that they can dry. And that's how they're gonna sit. And they're gonna stay like that for some hours until they're fully dry. Just take them from the bottom and just push them up through there. The reason why we're doing that, because again, we want the water to come down out the brush and not to go like this and to go down into the brush. Again, you do not want to put it in like this because the water will go from here down into the furrow. That's not what we want. They must be like this. Go from the bottom and you push. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching me as I clean all of my makeup brushes, including my makeup sponges. As we all know, this is such a tedious and time-consuming job that we hate to do. So why not have somebody do it for you? Come and visit me at pristinebristles.com. Again, that's pristinebristles.com, where we care for your bristles one brush at a time. Thanks, guys. Bye.